Do you think if I keep talking about this creepypasta, he will somehow find me? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimo, and today's video we're going to be talking about this creepypasta, Siren. I know, I'm a little late on the train, but it caught my interest and it kept on showing up in my feed. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, go down below, subscribe, hit the like, and if you like what you see, donkey kick that notification bell to be notified when I post new videos. Siren Head was created back in 2018 by a Canadian horror type artist, Trevor Henderson. Henderson? He is known for creating horror-like creatures and putting them in real-life photos. That's pretty eerie, you know? It makes you think if this is real or not. If you like horror-type pictures, make sure to give him a follow on Instagram and Twitter. I will leave the links down below. It's fun seeing and reading all the sightings of Siren Head. To help us get through this, you know, being at home, dealing with the family, going stir crazy. It's unsettling, but we will get through this. The first photo of Siren Head was actually featured at a graveyard, in which Henderson wrote a story about. Henderson also mentioned that Siren Head is very similar to the well-known creepypasta today as Slender Man. Both characters were created in real-life photos and both have stories about them. I just hope what happened years ago doesn't repeat itself, where certain kids were inspired to please Slender Man, which is pretty crazy. I can't picture myself with Siren Head, coming in at 40 feet tall, the size of a telephone pole, with speakers for a head and a long lizard-like tongue. That's pretty terrifying within itself. When agitated, Siren Head would shout random numbers and words. Multiple people claim to have seen Siren Head with different heads. There are a couple of videos on the internet claiming to have seen the real Siren Head, but you know, it could be really good CGI or it could actually be true. There's a couple of them I'll leave in the link below, I'll show on this video, little snippets of it. And of course, let's not forget the tons of memes. There's a lot of memes out there for Siren Head. It's pretty funny. It uses deception to confuse its prey. Siren Head would play the victim's voices to lure in its prey. It can also camouflage really well with the tree lines and stay there for long periods of time waiting to attack. Till this day, nobody knows how Siren Head gains nourishment from the hunt. Some theories include eating them or adding them to the roster of voices, or just maybe simply killing them and scattering their bodies everywhere never to be found. Siren Head was mostly seen in rural areas like suburbs and towns, with densely heavy wooded populated areas. This seems to be the place that he naturally adapted to and thrived. This already sounds like a pitch for a movie for the next Halloween season, and to tell you the truth, it sounds pretty good, and I would watch that if it's done right with the right directors and actors. They already have mods and games featuring Siren Head. It's even got its own game right now, and a lot of YouTubers have been playing it and gave it a very decent review. Very welcoming review. Today, Siren Head is classified at the SCP as 6789. The SCP is a fictional organization that numbers and categorizes different entities and creatures, which it's pretty fun when you got nothing to do and you want to look into it or you like that kind of stuff. It's a really good read. I've read a lot of them, and there's a lot of crazier ones than Siren Head, but Siren Head seems to be the hot top. Can you imagine living in upstate New York, getting ready for bed, looking out your window and seeing nothing but trees and thinking nothing of it, until you hear a loved one call your name in distress? Then go outside to investigate and see nothing but a telephone pole coming at you. What will you do? There's nothing much you can do. It will kill you. Once it sees you, once Siren Head sees you, he won't stop until you're dead. The only way to defeat Siren Head is to use blood from his previous victim, which is pretty hard because we don't know where his victims are unless we get lucky, because we don't know what he does with the bodies. That's scary. If Siren Head was real, I think people will start worshiping him. That's due to the fan base alone, not the whole population, just the fan base surrounding Siren Head. People will look up to him as a celebrity or a deity or even a prophet. They would put him on cups, t-shirts, shoes, heck, even those religious candles. You know which ones I'm talking about. You're walking in the bodega in the supermarket and it has that one religious figure on it. Some people will try to come into contact with it like they have tried with Bigfoot, and we all know that story. Knowing how violent it can actually be from the stories that are online. Let's not forget that some people actually go as far as creating a cult to worship Siren Head. I'm not sure what they would even call themselves. Sirenism? Eventually, the cult will have to do human sacrifices to satisfy Siren Head. That's nothing new. It doesn't surprise me. Humans have been doing sacrifices since the beginning of time with the Mayans and the Egyptians, which is crazy how far humanity will go to an unknown creature or being or, entity. Some people might try to find meaning in the voices that he broadcasts. Humanity scares me more than the unknown creatures. That's the truth. We are very violent human beings. Not all of us, just saying a handful of us. It seems like Siren Head is the new Slenderman of 2020, which is something we do need right now to ease up our mind and have something to talk about. I hope you enjoyed today's video sharing my thoughts on this creepypasta, especially since most of us are stuck at home. If you like today's video, make sure to leave a comment down below and don't forget to donkey kick that notification bell. I'm out.